Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to filter our data using the where clause. A basic where clause looks like this. After we've laid out which columns and tables that we plan to pull our data from, we write where followed by a condition. Now, a simple condition is going to include a column name, some sort of operator, and then a value. Now, you might know what I mean by column name and value, but what's an operator? Well, when it comes to a where clause, we're going to be looking at comparison operators like this and logical operators like this. So a where clause might say something like where ship ID equals 1, or where start year between 2022 and 2024, or where first name like _r %. Now, those first two might be pretty intuitive, but that last one, not so much. So let's break it down. The like operator is used to search for a specified pattern in a column. But the pattern here isn't exactly _r %. No, the underscore and % are what we call wildcards. And the way they're used is that underscore is used to match a single character, while the % is used to match 0 or more characters. So in this example, the pattern we're searching for is all values with the second letter R. Now, it's also important to know that we can have multiple conditions in a where clause by using and or, like this. But we can get into that and more as we practice some of our own where clauses. Okay, let's try a few where clauses of our own together. So first, let's search for all ships that were not manufactured by Nova. So we're going to select all from ship. And let's have a look at this table here. We'll see our column names. We'll see the data that's in each row. Okay. So our where clause is about the manufacturer. So where manufacturer, and it says is not Nova. So not equal to Nova. And if I run that, we can see all the rows, all the ships that were made by Nova are not in the results, which is what we want. And with the not equal to operator, I can write it like I did here, or I can write it like this, and it gives me the same results. Okay, next, we need to search for the model and capacity of all ships that have a capacity of less than 100. So let's start with selecting all again from ship. Okay. And it says the model and capacity. So that's the columns that I need. So model and capacity. And for my where clause, I need to find ships that have a capacity of less than 100. So where capacity is less than 100. So now all rows with a capacity of 100 or more should go away. All right, that worked. Okay, those were a little simpler. This one is going to be a little more complicated. So it says we need to search for every ship that started after 2021 and was either in the ship class EXP or SCI. Okay, so again, we'll start by selecting all. Okay. where the first thing it says is that the ship started after 2021. So started, looks like it's our start year. And after 2021 would be greater than 2021. Okay. Now the next part we could actually do in a couple of ways. And I'll do it the longer way first. So it says was either in the ship class EXP or SCI. Okay. So we're going to say and ship class equals EXP or ship class equals SCI. Okay, so if I run that, I have every year is greater than 2021, and the only ship class that I see or ship classes that I see are EXP and SCI. All right, now you may have noticed that I added a set of parentheses, and those are important, and I'll show you why. So if I remove those parentheses and I run this, my results are not the same. Now remember, I was supposed to search for every ship that started after 2021. And so you can see I have two ships that started in 2021. And here's why. So without those parentheses, it's going to pair these conditions first. So it's going to say start year is greater than 2021 and ship class is EXP, or ship class is SCI, which means that the SCI ships, they can be from any year. So we need those parentheses in there to get the desired result. And I mentioned that you can write this in a couple of ways. So the other way to write this, it's a little bit shorter, starts the same way, but instead of this parentheses and this or, because these conditions here are from the same column, I can actually write and ship class in. I can use the in operator, EXP SCI. And when I run this, we should see nothing change down there. Perfect. And that's because that in operator is working as a shorter version of that or operator up top. So that's something to keep in mind when you're writing out your queries. You can, when it's from the same column, you can use that in operator instead of splitting it out multiple times with an or operator. Okay, so we've learned a lot, and I think it's time to test that knowledge. So on the next screen, you'll have some challenges. Go ahead and pause until you complete them, and then press play, and we'll continue. Okay, let's see how you did. First, you were supposed to find the names of all biotypes where the next to last letter of their name is A. So let's select all from biotype. Okay, so we do have the name column. It says find all the names from biotype where it says the next to last letter of their name is A. So we're going to use that like operator. Oh, what are we looking for? Where name is like, And then it says the next to last letter is A. All right, so we know we got A. It says next to last. So I think that means we're going to use that underscore. And we're going to use it at the end to say that there's one letter that's going to come after A because it's the next to last. And then we're going to put the percent sign because we're saying we don't care how many characters come before it. It's the next to last. All right. So if I run that, there we go. Let's see. All of those have A as the next to last letter. All right. Next, you are supposed to find the name and average lifespan of all biotypes with an average lifespan of 100 or more years. All right, so select all from biotype again. All right. And it did specify 2 columns this time. So it said name and average lifespan. Okay. And then I want the average lifespan to be 100 years or more. Okay. So where average lifespan is greater than or equal to, because it says 100 or more, 100. All right. Okay, all of those are more than 100 years or equal to 100 years, 100 years or more. All right. So, how'd you do? I'm sure you did great. Again, as always, thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something, and stay tuned. Be sure to watch the next video and keep learning more. Thanks.